Alright, good morning. Thank you guys so much for joining. Today is October 22nd, and thank you guys so much for joining the live stream. So for today, I did have a bullish bias before coming into the Asian and London session. I wanted to see prices take out previous day high, which is why I had this little magnet sign and this little plus sign next to previous day high. However, we didn't show willingness to continue higher. The Asian session, we didn't respect this hourly fair value gap. So what I have in mind now is depending on how we close here on the 4-hour candle and the 8-hour candle will tell me my New York AM session bias. So if we can if we create a bullish 4-hour candle closure, then I'll consider longing, and if we can create a bearish candle closure on the 4-hour time frame, then I'll consider shorting. But as of right now, we still have about 27 more minutes left, or 17 more minutes left. So I do want to take that time to just kind of watch price action and just not really have a bias essentially. But yeah, like I said, based on this daily power of 3 here, I could anticipate that prices take out previous day high. However, I mean, we might not. So that's just something that I'm looking at. And let's see what the dollar is doing. So the dollar, we have been expanding higher. We respected this daily fair value gap here on the dollar, and I pointed that out during my weekly outlook, that if we respect this daily fair value gap, we should take out previous week's high, which we did end up doing, and now we're just continuing higher on the dollar. So if we're seeing higher prices on the dollar, we should be seeing lower prices on the indices. However, with how NQ is looking, we are still in like a higher time frame consolidation, to be honest. Let's take a look at the daily time frame. So we're still inside this range here. It's kind of hard to depict what we really want to do, but yeah, like I said, it's a little bit hard to see. Weekly time frame, weekly time frame, I don't really have a bias. We created this, like, it's like almost a doji like candle here, where I honestly don't know which I'm not sure if we're gonna take out buy side or sell side, so I'd like to just sit on the sidelines and wait. That's something that is an option. So like I said, I do want to see how we close here on the 4-hour candle closure, and depending on how we close here on the 8-hour as well, will tell me if we are going to continue higher or not. I think that's gonna be pretty much all all I have, to be honest, for my analysis coming into today. We do have SMTs at previous day low. ES did take out previous day low, and NQ did not. So there's SMT, there's a bullish SMT right now, but to be honest, I don't really think that really matters, because we're, like I said, we're in a higher time frame consolidation. I would prefer not to be trading in this little zone range here, but yeah, if we're in higher time frame consolidation, you have to understand that you have to only be trading lower time frame models, and lower time frame models basically means trading like 15-minute models, 30-minute, hourly models. You can't be trading essentially the weekly power of 3, or Okay, how is doing or anything like that. Any models that's on a higher time frame, you should be careful of taking. And let's just take a look at the 15-minute time frame and just continue to watch. So we do still have London highs here intact, and we have Asia's highs here still intact. That's what I did notice coming into this morning, was that we still have, you know, key session liquidity still intact. So if we are going to continue higher, we could take out those highs, but we have to have a model for us to actually, that has to be present for us to take out that model or that liquidity. And yeah, let's just continue to watch price action and watch on the sidelines. With the move higher here on NQ, what I am noticing is that ES and YM aren't following suit. So this is kind of strange. And like I said, dollar is trading higher. So NQ, ES, YM should not be trading any higher. We should not be trading higher right now, which is kind of weird. Yeah, very, very strange. We completed the monthly objective already. We've yet to complete the weekly objective, so that's something to keep in mind. ES, I do want to see ES actually take out previous week's high first before retracing back inside the weekly fair value gap, but yeah, that's just something that I did want to watch. Let's just continue to watch price action and chill on the sidelines here. You're so sweet. Na, 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 mm, 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 mm. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be pretty interesting. We already completed the monthly power of monthly objective, so to be honest, really coming into this week, I have anything for you to really pay attention to here. I guess the remaining of the month. I feel like this is just now just creating new structure. London highs still intact. But like I said, let's just watch how the 4-hour candle closes before making a decision here. Coming up with a bias. You're so sweet. 6 more minitos. 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 Minutos. We are disrespecting a hourly busy here. It appears that we could close above this hourly fair value gap, which means that we are disrespecting bearish PD raise. If we're disrespecting bearish PD raise, that gives us the idea that we could actually continue higher, and we are seeking higher prices. So just keep that in mind as well. Coming into this morning, it is a lot harder, to be honest, to really pay attention to the charts right now, because I mean the price action has been perspective wise, for me at least, for the way I trade, it's been a little bit harder. Not reading it, but getting an entry model and actually being able to execute it has been a lot less frequent these past few weeks, because of the rules I gave myself and my discipline to stay true to my rules. Jeez. Price action does not look favorable at all. About 3 more minutes left. There's SMT between the highs here with NQ and ES. Six grams of protein. One minute left. So, if we are, since we're about to close here in about a minute, and it appears that we probably won't completely reverse, this 4-hour candle is suggesting that we could take out this 4-hour candle's high. So my morning objective here right now, my current objective is to take out that 4-hour high. Is there any PD arrays that could help us take out that 4-hour high? On the 15-minute time frame, there's this 15-minute fair value gap. Depending on how we close here in this 15-minute candle, if we close on this candle above this 15-minute candle's high, then that means we can treat this 15-minute fair value gap as a breakaway gap. However, I'm not going to take any trade because of that, because I don't have much conviction in this model. But if we can get a model where we retrace into this 15-minute fair value gap, have some sort of reaction to it, and create a bullish 15-minute power of 3 with displacement on the lower time frames, I would take this model to target the 4-hour high, because the higher time frame objective is suggesting higher prices, and the 15-minute model, if it presents itself, then would suggest higher prices as well. 22 more minutes, 22 more seconds left. 15, 14. So like I said, I do have a bullish bias here on the 4-hour time frame, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to take any trades. That's just a bias. Now, I will need a entry pattern to actually target that 4-hour high. Is there going to be an entry pattern? It depends on price. And notice how we did close above that 1-hour fair value gap, those 1-hour CBs. So notice here on the hourly time frame, these sets of candles right here. Notice how we closed above this hourly CB. We actually closed above 2 of them. So we closed above 2 hourly CBs, and we should have respected these CBs to continue lower, right? We should have came up to them and continued lower. However, we disrespected them and we closed above it. So that means we could possibly continue higher. Here I would watch this 15-minute fair value gap and see if we can get some sort of a reaction to it and get a 15-minute model. But because we closed above this 15-minute high, suggested that this could actually be treated as a breakaway gap. But I'm not going to take a model because of that, though. Simply, that's just something that I don't have conviction in. I don't have conviction in it. But yeah, 4-hour high would be my draw of liquidity coming into the New York AM session. If we take out the 4-hour high without giving us without giving me an entry model, I'm gonna just close the charts. Hey. Okay. So it appears that we did complete, like I said, the 4-hour objective and the 8-hour objective. I don't really have much more, like I said, much more of a bias here. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. We ended up taking out London highs too as well. That's pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for watching.